Through our Borough Plan, we are working hard to provide services and opportunities for everyone living in Lambeth, irrespective of their background. But that is a significant challenge, and we recognise that some communities are missing out. That's why our leader, Councillor Lib Peck, set up a special Equality Commission to investigate and suggest how we might tackle this.
We wanted to set up the Lambeth Equalities Commission because we really wanted to get under the skin of the inequality that we know exists in our borough. And I wanted to do that by working very closely with commissioners who are people in Lambeth who are doers rather than talkers, who know their local communities and know some of the challenges they face. And so we thought by conversation, by analysing the data that we've got, by really working with some of those residents and some of the groups that work so closely on those issues, we could get a much broader and richer picture of disadvantage as it affects people. So for example, in our Black Caribbean communities, there was a real disparity for black males when it came to GCSE results. So education somehow wasn't working well enough for them. In employment terms, while we know that in Lambeth employment has been rising over the last few years and the opportunities expanding, we found that while people were more likely to be in employment, actually some of those jobs were very, very poor quality and people were balancing one or two jobs, and the wages as a result were not good enough, so the quality of life, particularly as experienced by the Portuguese community. We found that people are broadly very ignorant of adults with disability, be that public spaces, be that the employment challenges they face, or indeed the kind of housing that's available to them. And we're resolved to work a lot more closely with our disability groups to make sure that that came up the political agenda and that we're much more determined to address that. And our Somali community, a more recent arrival, one could say, in Lambeth, we knew had particular tensions with the police and really felt that there was a lack of trust experienced through some of the measures such as stop and search. And we found there was an opportunity for us as a council to try and bridge some of that gap. So a huge amount of material was uncovered, and our challenge is now to make sure we do something about it.
To find out more about our Better Lambeth campaign, go to www.lambeth.gov.uk/better.